And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Yeah, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. This is The Bonfire. I'm Big J. Oakerson. Dan Soder off doing his Billions thing today, so we have a special treat sitting in studio with me here in the LA studios. You know him from the Legion of Skanks, Puerto Rican Rattlesnake, the real ass dude himself, joining us, Louis J. Gomez. They can't see, but you're taking a real
bow,
victory lap. Yeah.
Welcome back, Louis J. Gomez, to the Bonfire.
Welcome back.
Sirius
I'm sorry.
XM, they try to keep me out of these hallways.
They do the best,
and you guys get me in. We finally, mark it down in history. October 17th, 2018. Sirius XM is finally real ass again.
They are real ass once more. Sorry for the late start, everybody. I blame nobody other than a one Richard P. Sirius XM. They really, Jacob, you there, buddy? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jay.
Jacob, we got to figure something out with that studio in New York. It's insane to have that 3-minute turnover.
I know. We're working on it. Yeah.
Are we trying to get something different going on?
So what's going on there? There's another show that's right before you guys?
Yeah, they bumped us out for LL Cool J.
LL,
Uncle L, Future of the Funk.
LL's got some he's got some problems.
Yeah, buddy, I brought the beef to him.
Whoa,
we touched all his DJ equipment and everything.
Does he know what happened with the last guy who had a problem with the Bonfire?
No, what happened to him?
Yeah, we don't hear about him no more, do we?
No one talks about that guy.
We don't talk about that guy.
Yeah, that's true.
What was his name? The other guy you had.
Who?
The nerdy guy.
The other broadcaster?
Yeah.
Oh, Fugelsang.
Yeah,
but we can't talk about it anymore because it went up the ladder. He didn't do comedy with
us. Do you think LL's going to go up the ladder, or do you think he's going to come?
No, LL's from the streets, man.
I know, he had all those
Queens.
Famous rap battle beefs back in the day.
By the way, I also wear my sweatpants one leg up. You know that.
I know that.
Like LL Cool J. I pay respect to this son of a bitch, and he boots us right out of our studio. What a son of a... It's not even him. It's not even him, right, guys?
No, it's a DJ. I don't know who the guy is.
Yeah, but you know what? You got to go to the head vampire.
Yeah. Tell him LL Big J is hard as hell. Battle anybody, I don't care. You tell. I excel. They all fell. Did Black Lou start dancing? Did Black Lou start dancing when I was doing that? He was so impressed I got that far into it. We are out here in LA in studio together. LA treating us good so far. The Legion of Skanks did a live show yesterday, a live stand-up show with some special guests. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Nick Kroll popped in.
Nick Kroll did come in. It was very fun.
Tony Hinchcliffe, the whole gang.
Nick Kroll's hilarious.
Yeah, he's great.
Did you watch his set at all?
Yeah, he's a really great stand-up comedian. His cartoon's great too. Big Head.
Big Mouth. I keep...
do not like that cartoon.
Oh, I thought Big Head was his.
Yeah.
I haven't watched... Everyone keeps saying it's great.
It's good. Oh, you'll like it. You'll dig it.
Funny?
Yeah, really funny, dirty, dark.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon. They get away with everything. That's the cool thing about cartoons. It's the last thing that you can sort of say whatever with.
Oh, it's my favorite... One of my favorite things to watch. I watch all the Seth MacFarlanes and Bob's Burgers and stuff, and they're just kind of funniher.
Yeah, you gotta almost do characters now. That's really what I'm trying to go for. It's this is just a character, guys. I'm actually just a Jewish kid from Brooklyn. I'm doing an angry...
Puerto Rican else thinks you're thing, though.
An angry white supremacist Puerto Rican.
Get her done. That's your get her done.
Yes, my get her done.
You're working on a character. I can appreciate that.
Who else does a white supremacist Puerto Rican? They don't exist.
There's all kinds of weird things. Post Malone. We have a picture of Post Malone up by chance on the screen here, and Post Malone is God knows what he is. Country, folk, face tattoo, hip hop, weird bumpkin, gold teeth, white guy.
He looks like a Legion of Skanks fan.
He does.
Yeah.
Face tattoos are a commitment. There's nothing that can convince me.
Not a face tattoo. I want a neck tattoo.
Me too. I'm so douchebag of both of us.
Why? Is it douchey?
It is.
It's not badass and awesome?
No.
Time out.
It was at a point.
Wait a minute. A grenade on my neck is not
you're gonna
badass, awesome thing.
It's like being like like Rob Mayu was like the 7 millionth guy to get a chest piece tattoo.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be that guy. You're another neck tattoo now. Not like, oh, that guy's got a tattoo on his neck.
Yeah.
Thank you,
badass.
Pierce, yeah, it is goddamn right, Jacob.
Oh.
Pierce has been fantastic.
Is Pierce the guy that keeps on coming in? Yes. He's striking.
Yes, attractive
handsome,
black man,
black guy, athletic.
Christine, in another life, you take a swipe at that guy.
Another life.
Christine, he offers to be with you right now.
In another studio, you take a swipe at that guy.
In another studio. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know DJ Lou was looking to find some reason to play this.
Every time Pierce comes in, you got to start playing this.
Yeah, whenever Pierce, I'll let you guys know when Pierce walks in. Go Brooklyn, go Brooklyn, go. What did you say, Christine?
My tight little ass is so wet waiting for you.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. And we always wonder, why did Christine say that out loud ever? For us to have a drop of that.
Strange.
Oh, she has no microphone to explain it. I like that. I like Christine with no microphone.
Or
it's
chair.
rare.
She's on the floor folding papers. It's hilarious.
Figure it out. She's flyering for us.
Yeah, seriously, this is how women used to produce radio shows in the 70s.
Yeah.
Did you give them a chair?
Yeah, just sit there and do girl work.
Lick the envelopes, whore.
The show last night was absolutely fantastic. We met a bunch of the fans. There was a bunch of people, a lot of Bonfire people asking about you guys back at home. They were excited to meet Christine, which always infuriates me.
Yeah.
They get excited to meet her
because they all want to bang her secretly, right?
I'm okay with that. Not them doing it, but I'm okay with them wanting to.
It's not like Christine's a big sexual piece of ass. You know, that's not like
that's a weird thing to say.
She's an attractive girl, but that's not. I'm not saying that. Like, oh my God, they're trying to bang Christine. But the story of banging Big J's chick is great. Like they should.
Yeah.
Any fan given the opportunity, if Christine wanted to suck your dick in like a bathroom somewhere at the Comedy Store,
it's worth losing my
respect. Jay doesn't respect you. What are you talking about? You win. You still get to be a fan of the podcast, and you get the story about how you banged Big J's chick.
Can't block that guy from listening.
You can't.
Do you remember? I've never told it on this show for sure. I don't even know if we ever told it on Legion of Skanks, but Jew Thug Mike, our old intern.
Yeah.
What you guys did to him was one of the funniest things of all time.
What did we do to him?
Oh,
what did I do to him? I didn't do nothing to that guy.
No, this is great. Before you beat him up and made him quit.
No.
The network?
I beat him up and fired him.
Oh, that's right. You beat him up and fired him. Yeah. Before that, you guys, I was out of town for a show or something, and you guys were cleaning up the studio or doing something, and you had your voice memo on purpose. Like you put like your voice recorder on your phone, and you guys started telling him, he goes, making jokes about like when Jay's out of town where we should all fuck Christine. Like I bet we just gangbang Christine.
Yes,
and
I remember
and for a while he was going like you said at first he was going no guys come on, that's your buddy Jay. He goes, no, I'm not saying we're gonna do it, but it's like when he's like, yeah, I call the mouth, and Dave was like, I call the pussy, and he was like, they go, Mike, what do you get? You want the ass? You want the asshole? He's like, no. And then he finally just got him to start doing it. He goes, yeah. He goes, I'll fuck her ass. I'll fuck Christine's ass, and you mouth fuck her. And then Lewis just stared at him and held the
abusing interns on the digital network.
We're just luring him into saying how he would finally fuck Christine and get him to describe it, and then showing him that you were recording it is hilarious.
The best.
No, I can see that. I can see a fan one. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's great. I would love it.
I mean, don't do it, Christine, but I'm saying, like, do it.
What a waste of a good load.
It was.
Yeah.
Why did she say, what a waste of a good load that one time? We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We'll never, ever know. We touched on it a little bit yesterday, but day two, I haven't heard from Pete still at all, but
Pete Watch.
Told he's okay. I know he's okay though. He's gonna be fine.
Hashtag Pete Watch 2018. Pete's gonna probably have.
It's gonna be raining pussy on him now.
A new dramatic thing happen in his life every
right now. It would be raining pussy on him. He can get another great place to live.
Yeah, it's gonna be raining pussy on him anyway.
Well, listen, it would to a degree, of course it would, because of his fame. But
it's raining just cats.
His fame level is bumped up significantly from this.
Yeah, of course. But it doesn't matter if you're already able to just sort of fuck. He's already on SNL. He could just fuck a bunch of tens as it is,
sure. Right?
I mean, how much? It's almost when you're like you have $100 million in the bank. You're like, does it matter if you get an extra million?
Well, you know what? Pull up, Christine. Can you pull up girlfriends, like guys who are like girlfriends and wives of SNL current members? Because I'd like.
Are they crushing it?
I don't know. That's what I'm curious to find out.
What's his name is from Weekend Update?
Colin Jost. Yeah.
He's with what's her name?
And Scarlett Johansson.
What's his name with what's her name?
Yeah, what's his face with Who's McCall it? of SNL characters.
Yeah, SNL cast.
Oh,
Scarlett
and Colin. Let's see.
From
Carrie Fisher dated an SNL cast member. Who has that info?
I guess this is like of all time. Yeah, I'm sure they do pretty well.
Yeah, I think overall, but I think now is like the time.
It's gonna be.
SNL also appeals to like they go viral. The videos go viral and that kind of shit now with all the politics stuff and how kids are into that kind of shit now. I don't think there's been a time ever before where SNL cast members, as cast members still, before going off and being movie stars, were they getting like the Scarlett Johansson?
Oh, I think Eddie Murphy, when he was on SNL, was that famous. That's what kind of launched him. Yeah, I think so.
He did. I'm sure he did fine on SNL. He should have did fine in life. He seems like a very confident guy.
Yeah.
He wore leather on 2 specials.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, I don't know if on the show, it was like a famous woman would come on and do the show and be like, I'm fucking Eddie Murphy tonight. Like, well, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's also...
I'm not saying he couldn't pull it.
I don't think that's happening that often on the show. I mean, Scarlett Johansson was a very special thing, the fact that he was, Colin Jost was with her.
Very handsome guy.
Yeah, the Pete Ariana thing is also weird. It's bizarre.
It was bizarre.
Doesn't make sense.
Sure. Came out of very left field, but I think it came out of left field for him
happening,
too.
Though. It's not, I don't think fucking, Rihanna's going on SNL and trying to suck Michael Che's dick.
No, I don't think so either. I agree with you, but I mean, they are pulling them though. Like in some,
I think
not just the host. I mean, just other like big celebrities.
I think Ariana Grande is probably another level of retarded. If I had to guess,
yeah, why?
Because I say this all the time.
You say retarded, you mean it's like you're saying like actually juvenile, like probably. She seemed not beyond, below her years. Socially,
yeah, of course. Why would she be mature for her age? She's been famous since she was literally a child.
She's had experiences though that one never understands. You know what I mean?
That
selling at an arena in Budapest and shit.
But that doesn't actually also selling an arena in England and then having that arena shot up and your fans being murdered in front of you.
Yeah, that and then another arena in Turkey.
Oh, then New York City. Oh,
that happens.
There was that one time I got shot up. Okay. But you don't, as a comedian, I'm 36 years old. I feel like I probably act like a 25-year-old. The way that I live my life.
Sure.
Most other 36-year-olds, I think, are... I mean, it's not that they have their shit together more than me. I think I'm successful in my field or what I do in my lane.
Sure.
But it's kind of an immature lane to be in, and all the things that are supposed to be mature about it, I kind of don't handle. Like, I kind of pass that off on other people that work for me, and it's a weird thing. I don't really allow myself to grow up, and when you're that famous, and I'm not fucking famous at all, and I don't have any, real money. Now, she's legitimately famous and has fucking millions and millions and millions of dollars, has had...
bottomless money in her lifetime.
There's just no accountability for anything. There's nobody really telling you no.
I agree. I always say with comedy, too, that you... like socially start maturing much slower than you would if you were doing something else.
You have to.
And from when the time you start, I was like 19, 20 when I started. And yeah, exactly. There's so many things in my life that are still that
you were
juvenile.
kind of stuck there. I mean, when I met you, you know what I'm saying? You were, I mean, we still
but I'm saying
we're big kids. We're all big kids. It's a very immature
We play video games. We, our jobs are to dick around. We're not supposed to take things seriously.
Right.
We don't have a lot of like when conversations get like gripping, somebody always kind of comes in to shit on it,
Right.
It's just kind of like it's a silly world to live in. I think it keeps people very young. I mean, if you put even Keith Robinson up against someone his age in any other field, it's like a world different type person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he also only has use of half of his body.
And also that half of his face is the only thing working. Yeah. But take another person with half a face.
If you could do like a 3-legged race with Keith Robinson and another person, just tie his bad side to their good side.
That's a great idea.
That's actually, to be honest with you, it's probably better because he doesn't even use that side. He doesn't have to do anything. The other person has to just carry that side.
Yeah. Ragdoll the one leg and then drag the other one along.
Yeah, it's perfect. This is great 3-legged race music. Oh, come on here. You're dragging me.
But I'm my biggest concern with it with Pete and Ariana's thing is that because of their age, if the media...
Oh, I thought you were going to say that he broke her spleen with his huge dick.
No. But if they're doing like a child, like with them both being so young, we're breaking up, we're getting back together, we're breaking up, getting back together, like to have that documented is going to look like stupid.
I don't think they're going to get back together.
You think that's it?
She moved out already. I mean, look, granted, once again, I said this when they got engaged. We talked on the phone about this. Getting engaged when you're a bazillionaire and you don't really have anybody to tell you what to do. Getting married, it doesn't really matter.
It's like saying I like you a lot.
I really like you a lot. Let's rent a helicopter, Ariana, and go to an island and invite everybody. We'll have a party. And that's you're married now, but it's just a cool party for everybody. And you don't have to really do any work. It's not like it's a fucking, she's picking out all the colors for everything and fucking, he's got to worry about how am I going to find money for a ring? Got to save up for a few weeks. There's none of the normal things about getting engaged.
It's all you're right. It's all very easy. You can just afford a ring. No problem.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter. She gave the ring back. Outright. Apparently she did not give back the pet pig they had.
Great.
Yeah.
I mean, Pete wants to be a single guy looking at a fucking pet pig.
If I was Pete, I would have killed the pig.
Yeah, that's what I said. Make bacon right there.
Yeah.
Just get a slice off his back and throw it in a George Foreman grill. Now, what do you think about mittens?
It's just shrieking. It's alive still.
He goes, yeah, we loved you.
Ariana, I renamed it Mac Miller. You know the rumor, right?
They say that because he wasn't supportive about that. But how fucking supportive can you be?
There's more of a rumor, dude.
What's that?
There's more of a rumor.
What is it?
The rumor is that Pete sent intimate photos of him and Ariana to Mac Miller to
that's fake.
Shatter any hopes of them getting back together.
That's fake.
I swear to God, it's a rumor.
No, I believe it's a rumor, but it's not. There's no way that's real.
TMZ reported, a bunch of websites
reported that? Please bring that up.
I love how that we're using that as the Snopes. We're like, TMZ said it?
It's true. But I mean, if it got that...
that's mainstream enough that you go, maybe there's legs.
Something. But that seems like...
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
That's evil. Now, I don't think he did it to make him kill himself.
It's
or
just
anything.
immature. It's not, and you're right. When the end result is him killing himself on drugs, then it seems really evil. But if the end result is like, who knows the conversation that Mac Miller and Pete Davidson had, right? So Pete's banging his fucking chick, and maybe they had a thing, and he was like, yeah, fuck you, dude. He's like, you're a fucking pussy. And Pete's like, oh, yeah. And then intimate photo, what the fuck does that mean? It could be a picture of them hugging and kissing.
Yeah.
The clickbaity fucking...
in my mind, it's her pulling mouth back off his dick. Just that retract where the mouth's like this.
It's a
hose mouth.
It's a GIF.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is BuzzFeed. No, Pete Davidson didn't send intimate pictures with Ariana Grande to Mac Miller. Yeah, but where's really, Christine? That was your fucking Christine.
But I just don't think that's just not.
That was your mic drop moment. BuzzFeed said it didn't happen.
That was just the most recent.
I don't think he would do that.
I don't think it's once again, it's not that crazy considering the parameters of it. It's how you frame the story.
Sure. No, you're right. Exactly. Maybe he did send
apparently the rumor was that one of
look
Mac
how
Miller's,
happy we are or something.
Yeah, one of Mac Miller's family members reached out to Ariana and showed her proof of that. That was the rumor.
Really? Who knows? I mean, look, I said I hope he walks away from it understanding it was a total win. It's a win. I don't think Pete wants to live that life of fucking wearing a doctor's mask to go outside to see Pete. Pictures of them together. It looks like Pete's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean...
He dug the shit out of her, for sure.
Of course. Yeah. It's like, debatably the hottest chick ever.
Yeah, and they were like, they were happy as shit when I saw them together. I only saw them together the one time, but they were
love though. It's just when you're a child.
Yes.
And once again, they act like they're 16 years old. They're in their early 20s, but they're acting like they're
in
16
a palace.
Year old kids. Yeah, dude, they get to go to Disney World and rent it out for the day. It's fucking
yeah.
It's great.
Have a whole fleet of people working while you just hang out.
Yeah, and then her fucking. But you understand, like I get it. Her ex-boyfriend,
4 black chicks working the cotton candy stand for just 2 people. Like this sucks.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I don't need cotton candy. We don't do cotton candy. Thanks for coming in, though. He goes, all right.
It really makes my stomach act up.
Yeah, he goes, whoever gets the water into the clown's mouth and pops the balloon wins the biggest bear. Just give us the biggest bear. I just want that bear. Let her walk around with that bear.
Ariana, I think the rim is bent on that basketball game.
Let's take our first break, and when we come back, I want to talk. I got so deep in a hole yesterday going through the Pablo friends. Yeah, deep in that hole.
Yeah.
Pablo Francisco meltdowns on stage. No, I haven't gone deep in the pocket on Christine. I had road rash on my dick. It fucking kept me out of the game for a bit now.
Road rash?
Yeah.
What'd you do with your dick? Did you roll out of a speeding vehicle?
Overfucked, couldn't finish. Yeah.
What happened? Toilet paper in the butt?
Why couldn't I finish?
Toilet paper in the butt. That's always the reason.
No. I took pain medicine. And I fucking, and I just was one of those, like, you get that stifled.
Oh, you had heroin cock.
Yeah, I had heroin dick.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then after a while, I was just sawing through, and then I paid the price.
You want to go back to going down on me for an hour every time we fuck?
No, I don't, and that is why I put the effort in. And thank you, Christine, for asking that question. But so no. But I think I'm back in the game now. I think I'm all right. I gave it a once over today. It looked okay.
Yeah. You got to take a break every once in a while. I do that anytime I jerk off now without lotion. Because I never dry jerk anymore.
I only do.
It's crazy. I only dry jerked my entire childhood, up until teenage years, maybe even to early adulthood. And then I went to lotion, and it's been difficult to go back. And now if I jerk off without lotion, my dick gets ashy like a black guy's elbow. It's itchy.
Do you ever get like a scented lotion in your pee hole by accident?
No.
Then you're not jerking off, right?
I mean, probably, yeah. But what is it? What would it?
You don't come over the helmet when you jack?
Yeah, I come over the helmet. But what do you mean? What would it matter?
It'd be stingy, I think.
No. Is that why you don't jerk off with lotion? You think it's stingy?
I think it would be in my pee hole stingy.
No,
yeah.
not pee hole stingy at all. It's great.
Pee hole soothing?
Yeah, I mean, my dick is pretty smooth.
Yeah?
Like if you were to feel the skin of my dick, it feels like a baby's butt.
Hang on. Poll the room. Jacob, lotion jerk, dry jerk?
Never used lotion.
Just straight dry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why you never were able to get bass in your voice.
Black Lou, do I even waste my time asking? I'm assuming lotion.
Yo, I've done it dry twice in my life.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Dry rub.
Yeah, because pussy is wet, right? So why would your hand be dry?
Now, I would have guessed Jacob dry jerk. I guessed Black Lou at a lotion jerk. I actually don't have an answer on DJ Lou. I don't know. It could go either way.
Can we take it?
But whichever one it is, he's dedicated to either one. What is it, Lou?
I'm saying no. I want to just throw my bet out.
Okay.
I'm gonna bet he uses lotion.
He might be a lotion guy. I see a tube of lotion, the squirt thing of lotion, next to an ashtray on an end table.
Lou's
and some and crumpled up tissues. Lou, and the mystery.
99% of the time I go dry.
Dry.
What?
I love you, buddy.
A dry
I knew
rub.
we were in the pocket together.
I'm old school.
But a dry rub I've jerked myself into pain before. I assume Jacob and Lou both have had that situation also.
Well, you stop once it hurts.
I know, but you've jerked until it hurt before, like when the under the helmet gets really sensitive.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Well, I used to jerk off into condoms, and then it started getting me into trouble because my ex-girlfriends would find used condoms.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, no, I swear to God, I was just jerking off like a weirdo.
I like that you're putting it out to the world again, just in case you goes, no, I've already talked about this publicly.
Listen,
I do this. Oh, no, babe, you should really, honestly, God, pay attention to my broadcast. I mean, I do broadcasting. Listen once in a while.
I really did, I swear. And it was...
I remember that. I remember you coming and telling us that when you were saying the girl was mad at you.
It was Alex, yeah, my ex from years and years ago. And yeah, I would just because not only do you get the lotion from the condom and the slipperiness of that, and then your jizz gets in the inside of the condom and creates like a little slippery pocket. But then you not
wait.
What?
Your jizz creates
like your pre-cum, your pre-cum.
Oh, I got you.
A little more, dog.
Did you do the thing ever while you're jerking with the condom?
On your dick?
What?
I'm sorry, Louis. I have to. You wipe your pre-cum on your dick like
if it's inside of a condom.
Oh,
yeah.
I do that during a dry rub. I do that during a dry rub. You don't ever take your thumb and just get it. Just lube it up a little bit, Jacob.
And at that point, you're not like, oh, dude, you know what? I I could just put a little lotion here and I could really lube it up. I can really get in there now.
I'm telling you what, the rubbing the thumb on the pre-jizz and coating your bird with it that's for
My move is when I'm like hooking up with a chick, I take the pre-cum with my thumb and then I put it into her mouth.
Aw. Jacob, next time get a little bit of that pre-cum and rub it. Let me tell you where.
On your mouth.
On the
just
on my mouth. Feed it to me. Baby bird it to me. No, rub it. Let me tell you where to rub it though. Rub it on the bottom. Do you know how the underneath of your dick, your dickhead actually looks like a helmet?
Yeah.
Like there'd be like two eyes
under the helmet.
Rub it under the helmet on that part, under that point.
I can't.
Oh yeah,
hear
like the little triangle,
at the bottom of the triangle.
Yeah, that's the most sensitive part right there. Yeah, that's only if you're clipped.
Yeah,
that's scar tissue.
Jacob's Jewish.
It's scar tissue.
He goes, I think it feels good for the wrong.
My dick looks like Rocky's face.
I know we gotta take our first break here, but yeah, I was saying I went into a hole with Pablo Francisco's Meltdown, and then they had another thing recently on a TV show that everyone's like, they are all geeked out. So I'm curious to see. And I watched a bit of it yesterday, but we'll come right back and talk about that, everybody. It's the Bonfire. All right, guys, let's talk about how you get clothes. Shopping is terrible, from waiting in long lines to cramped dressing rooms to endlessly searching for your size. Well, stop what you're doing and listen. Those days are over, because now we introduce to you Bombfell, the easiest way for guys to get better clothes, no shopping required. You'll be matched with a dedicated personal stylist who sends you your clothes from the best brands based on your fit and taste right to your door. Dan did it. I don't know if he's even tried it on yet, but he said it really showed up and it looks nice. Yeah, I think he's looking for an excuse to have to wear it. We have to dress up for anything. He's a wrestling t-shirt and jeans guy. So.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When you don't have any natural style yourself, that's why I've used Bombfell before. They're really great.
Yeah,
it's not. Here's the thing. It's not like the person guesses. You work with them, and after a little while of being on Bombfell, you have this stylist that understands what you're looking for, understands your size, your measurements, and then boom, it's just you start flowing, and it takes all of the guesswork out of it. So a guy like Dan who just throws t-shirt and jeans on, but has to do auditions, has to go and look good and presentable in life. It's a great service because he's just not the guy to put that type of thought
And they send it to you like buy the outfit. And the good news is you can pay for only what you keep and send back the rest with free return shipping. It's that simple. And you even get 20% off when you buy multiple items. So what are you waiting for? See for yourself what hundreds of thousands of men across the country are talking about. Get started with Bombfell today. Visit bombfell.com/bonfire and get $25 off your first purchase. That's bombfell.com/bonfire for $25 off. bombfell.com/bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Big J. Oakerson sitting in for Dan Soder. Today we have the Puerto Rican rattlesnake, the real ass dude, Louis J. Gomez, hanging out with us.
Black belt killer himself. What's up? Come from the West Coast, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. Louis J. Gomez is going to be at the Comedy Store in La Jolla tomorrow night. That took me forever to know that was not La Jolla.
La Jolla?
Yeah.
I like La Jolla better.
He's going to be at the Comedy Store in La Jolla tomorrow night. That's Thursday, October 18th at 8 p.m. Get tickets at Louis J. Gomez Presents, louisjgomez.com. That is the new special that you're getting ready for on the store.
Filming,
awesome.
Yeah, filming in December in New York, and not just La Jolla, but I'm going to be in the next couple months going all over the country. Chicago, Denver, Washington, D.C., Houston, you name it, I'll be there. So go to Louis J. Gomez Presents, louisjgomez.com, and come check it out. This is, I'm independently producing a special, and I need to test it out on your girlfriends. Bring your girlfriends out, because you guys are fans of what Big J and Dan does. You'll probably dig what I do. But your girlfriends...
It's the Skanks Nation is listening right now, buddy.
They know what's going on.
They listen to all the shit. Real Ass Podcast, fucking part of the problem.
Believe you me, baby boy.
Believe you me, the whole lineup. Even if you listen to SDR.
That's not true.
A handful listen to SDR. That is true. I'm going to be actually tomorrow. I leave for Edmonton, Canada, at the comic strip in Edmonton, Canada, the West Edmonton Mall. I'm there tomorrow through Saturday. So go to bigjcomedy.com, get tickets for that. Let's fill that bitch out. I've been working that club for so long. I'd like to fill it. It's tough. Edmonton, Oil Town, big Skanks town up there too, man. Real diehard fan. In fact, the guy who made Legion of Skanks intro, the video for it.
Nice.
DC
Motion, I believe, on Instagram, right?
Edmonton. Yeah, I think so. He makes the screen presentations for the Edmonton Oilers.
Awesome.
The hockey team. Yeah. So it was very cool. Yeah, he made such a cool intro.
Yeah, I love going to those. Look, LA's great, New York's great, but you go to these like blue collar towns, they don't care. They just don't care about anything you say. You're not going to offend them. You're not going to shake them. They got real problems. I tweeted that out. I would love to have the privilege to be offended by a joke. Like to have that be like, my life has been so good that a joke could
You'll
really
waste time in your day.
A joke will get me going. What a great life you have.
Yeah.
What an unbelievable life you have had where that, because I've dealt with real shit. I have family members and friends who have dealt with the real shit.
Sure.
So offensive jokes make them forget about the real shit. It's still weird. It's a very privileged, entitled attitude to have, to go, no, you can't say jokes, which is how most fucking people
we all have
deal with shit.
We have our gene in us. I mean, Christine's pointed out 1,000 times. She's right. I focus on my skin thing that no one else seems to think there's even a thing happening that big of a deal. But because then you don't have to focus on other shit you have to deal with.
Yeah.
Very psychological. Started therapy 2 weeks ago, though.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Mm-hmm. You don't go to the same therapist that everybody sees, do you?
No, I don't even understand why people go.
It's crazy.
That's what the one Soder goes to still, but it's like,
crazy. Yeah, well, every comic in New York City sees, not every comic, but I'd say
a lot.
Like I personally know like
why
10 comics.
I know why they do that is because he wants the comics so bad that he gives sliding scale payment.
Yeah, it's really cheap for young comics.
Mm-hmm.
He gives sliding scale, and I guess his angle is that he understands the comic's mind.
I guess.
But I don't think that there's like a common thread between the comics mind. The thing I always said about comedy is that you go to an open mic in New York City or LA, you're going to get, and this is the truth, you're going to get a 70-year-old woman, you're going to get a hood rat black dude, you're going to get an autistic kid who's a virgin, who's never even kissed a woman. Mm-hmm. You're going to get a 17-year-old kid who lied about his age to be in there. You're going to get some rich white kid who graduated from Harvard. You're going to get such a huge plethora of personalities that
in comics, you're saying?
Yeah, in comics. Now, I think the reason comedy it's weird like that is because there's no barrier to entry at all. Like anything else, you sort of need some talent to get on stage and perform.
No.
If you're a drummer and you can't keep beat, you won't even get to the point where you're performing on stage. Comedy, it's like you're practicing drums in your garage. You go on stage, you go up there, and so it's a very strange thing. So you get all of these, strange personality types, but I don't think you could
I think it's also interesting, even all, like classes of life too. You got, Jeff Ross, Nick Kroll are guys I think that grew up like from money, and they're both hilarious. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't change their ability to be great at what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Because
so
they have their own shit.
They have their own shit. I'm saying they have their own shit. So I don't know why. I don't know why that doctor feels like he's like no problem with that because there's all some common thread. But it's like no, not necessarily.
The whole idea of like you need to be poor to be funny. That's not true at all.
No, not even sort of.
I think that your worst problems are still your worst problems.
Yes.
And people that have fucking money. They say more money, more problems. Like they have some real deal fucking problems. They suffer real loss. Somebody loses their home or
I've had a weirdly higher stress time making money over the last few years than and I'm not wealthy money at all, but like not worrying a ton and way more stressful time. Then you also feel responsible to handle more things too.
Yeah.
It's interesting thing. And this business good segue. I mean, make you bonkers at some point. And I guess drugs. But I said I got into that hole yesterday with Pablo Francisco's Meltdown, which we watched on Skanks before, when he falls off stage and everything.
In Sacramento, I believe it was. At the Punchline.
What a great club, too.
Yeah, you guys, if you haven't seen that one, that's always a great one. He has a meltdown at the end of the night and he's on drugs and just starts to zip out of control.
Saying the same things over and over and over again.
And that's a good one. And I worked with Pablo Francisco and this guy, Steve Kramer, who apparently is his opener. I worked with them a while ago.
Give him a little taste of what's
right now. What's that? Hey, let's do Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger having sex with Arnold Schwarzenegger having sex with Gilbert Godfrey. You be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Gilbert Godfrey right now.
Lower the volume.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right.
We're right. Arnold Schwarzenegger. We're leaving with
Gilbert Gottfried. Gilbert Gottfried? Are you Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
And to give you a little bit of a backstory at all, if you're unfamiliar, Pablo Francisco, when I was younger also, pause it, Christine. Pablo Francisco, when I was younger, especially younger in comedy, I thought was so good. You know what I mean? You've worked with him before?
Yeah, I worked with him at Levity Live, and here's what I'll say about Pablo Francisco's comedy. It's just not what I'm into.
It's the same act for a long
Well, yeah, he hasn't
time
changed
too,
it, but it's like
I don't know if he's
almost
got problems. I think
it almost like bummed me out. Like I remember opening up for him, and I did well on the show. I was doing like the hosting spot, and then the next guy is his opener, Steve Kramer, and he's going up there and doing, like musical and impressions, and like I'm watching and then Pablo goes up and he does impressions, and he's doing like the straight up like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like the one that everybody does, and they both do it in their act. And I'm watching, his opener does this Arnold, then he does Arnold, and then he brings up his
Arnold.
Yeah, he brings up his opener, and they have an Arnold off at the end of the show.
Yeah.
They literally do that, and I remember just
Buddy, don't worry. The clip that I know comes up, that happens.
I was watching the crowd, like as they're doing the Arnold off, and I remember just going from feeling great that I had a great set earlier in the night to just being like, wow.
They laugh at anything.
They're just fucking monkeys. What is going? Like, what am I even doing here? Like, this is like, it bummed me out. And I'm, look, I'm not. I don't want to shit on. I don't like shitting on comics just in general.
Me either.
But yeah, it's just. I'll say it's not what I do, but I respect it. Like, dude, what he does with his noises and the, in a world and all this.
I'm
like,
telling you, when I was younger in comedy, I just thought it was.
It's bonkers.
I thought the act was great, but it's really. Even if it was that funny, I liked his thing.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's a fun thing. Like when he comes out, I mean, it's like an over the top like DJ rendition of him introducing himself, and the crowd is like elated. It's but
this meltdown that's here is like someone like broke a Walkman or something, and it just kept hitting auto reverse.
Yeah.
He just keeps sinking into the same impressions. Keeps saying, "No, fuck you. You don't think I can get it back right now? You don't think I can get it back right now?" He falls off the stage in the most harsh. I mean, when his body hits that step, there's an angle of it that's just right on top of the fall, and he eats it hard. And then he goes back on stage, and it's weird. They have to walk him off. They said he left in an ambulance.
Have you ever not?
Did you feel he was drugged up?
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever not finished?
No, I'm saying when you worked with him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just fucking
he's
coked out of
definitely
his
all
head.
fucking coked out of his head.
He sweats.
And
profusely.
I'm not hating, dude. I've had my own issues with drugs. We heard earlier that Jay's got an issue with heroin or some sort of pills.
Well, heroin dick.
Well, yeah, you have no issue with the heroin. Your dick is an issue with it.
The heroin's great. Heroin dick. That's a whole other problem. You know what makes you really forget about having a sore dick though? Heroin.
It's a vicious cycle.
He goes, how do I deal with this sore dick? Well, heroin would probably make that pain go away. Maybe I inject heroin right into my dick sores.
Dude, I grinded my dick down. It's now smooth like those rocks that you find in the ocean.
Yeah,
been eroded down.
Been eroded down. Yeah, it's a diamond.
Yeah,
my dick's diamonds now.
My dick started off as coal.
But have I ever not finished a show?
Have you ever had to leave during a headlining set because whatever happens?
Yeah, when I punched the guy in the ski trip show, I stopped after that.
You didn't go back up. How deep into the set were you?
Really early into it.
If I ever, but headlining, people don't know. Like, it doesn't sound. I guess I don't know if it sounds impressive for somebody to do an hour on stage, but it's like, it's a particular skill set. It's not just any comic can go up and fucking kill for an hour. It's a lot.
I still only feel comfortable. I commit to 45.
Really,
and I do somewhere around an hour usually.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone commits to 45 because then fucking if it's going bad, then
I get a light at 40 minutes every time.
I tell them to give me a light at 35.
I base it off my own shit, by the way. Also, anyone who's done a comedy special or something that's like an hour and something, or a live show that's been like 2 hours of a comic doing something, even an hour and a half. Yeah. I'm always like, this should have been 45 minutes shorter at least.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's everyone. I've watched Patrice do hour and a half long sets, hour and 45-minute sets, and I was still just like, he would say he was just jerking himself off at a point.
Of course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it was.
Well, I'm filming the special now, and
hilarious.
It's like 52 minutes, and like what I'm doing right now, like this, and I'm like in my head, I'm going like, fuck, dude, should be an hour, but I'm like, why am I stretching it for the sake of stretching it? I should just put the absolute best album out or special out. And
my
not
Comedy Central
fucking-
special is 48 minutes. I think it has to be. I did an
Oh,
hour.
yeah.
I did an hour and 5, but they have to get
They
down
have
to
to edit it
44
down,
or something, right?
Yeah. So
Or there's like a 42-minute version, and there's a 44 for like later night. They put less commercials, I guess.
yeah, but a good way though. Now that you said that, it's like if it's ever going bad for me in my set, like my headlining set, I'm just gonna punch a guy super early in the set.
yeah.
He couldn't continue.
Just cave a guy's chest in. I'll be honest with you. The room doesn't want comedy.
Why'd you punch a guy at a ski trip?
It was the first white ski trip show I ever did. I thought it was going to be fantastic because I have such a rough time with the
Had you
black
done
ski
black
trips.
ski trip shows?
Nonstop. Yeah.
Nobody has skis.
No one skied. It was a fuck fest.
It's just a bunch of fucking people sitting in the snow.
No, it was a bunch of people going to a Holiday Inn Express in not Albany, but like Ithaca, New York, and Binghamton, New York. That's where it was always those two. I'd go every couple weekends. I brought Warren Holstein with me a bunch to the black ones, and it was just a fuck fest that you stopped them from dancing and grinding dick on each other and ass on each other.
We skiing, motherfucker.
We stopped them from doing that, and we do a comedy show.
Yeah.
And they would always give you the names of the people who were supposed to be there. That they didn't tell us that, but it was always things they wanted to see. Because sorry, Rob Stapleton and Talent couldn't be here tonight. Which they're like, what? They knew them from Def Jam and shit.
Of course.
And they go, instead we got just two, you fill in the blank, 2 white guys. And then they would always start off kind of like shitty. Kev, I did a couple with Kev, and he would kill at them.
Yeah.
But I always did like at best good, at worst bad.
Yeah.
And I did one that was an all white ski
By the
trip.
way, I knew Jay wasn't punching somebody at a black ski trip show.
No, if I could avoid it. If I could have avoided it, I'd do it. But if I'd like to avoid it. I don't think it's going to end as good. This one was me, Metzger, and Larry Bia. I brought them to do the show with me. Larry Bia was supposed to host. He did a thing similar to you hosting at Juggalo Fest, where I was like, just go up there and do jokes. Let them know there's a comedy show happening.
No, that wasn't me. That was the clown.
Oh, well, the clown told us he was going to do 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But I said to you, I was like, I know you're going to want to smoke weed with the audience. So just get some jokes out before you smoke weed. And you were like, you said one joke, and they were just like, they brought you a fucking gas mask, and you put that on.
No, I did one joke, and I was, just try to like relate to the crowd. I'm like, so have you guys ever driven in a car? And they're like, shut up, loser. I was like, oh, you guys got a gas mask? Let me hit that gas mask. And then it's just me for 10 minutes hitting a gas mask and taking shots with juggalos in the woods as Big J paces backstage thinking, what am I going to do? It was so bad.
That was a weird show. But
why don't we should get fucking booked to the Juggalo Festival now? Now would be a fun thing, like Legion of Skanks at the gathering of the Juggalos.
we'd have an audience.
I know, they would love it.
But I would say there'd be people, like hundreds of people there that
Guaranteed.
would know our shit. Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh, yeah. We have a good Juggalo following.
Which clown do we have to fuck?
That fucking, I'd love to do Getting Juggalos and ask Shaggy Tito about that drop kick. That was so great. But this show, this white ski trip show, Larry B went up there, and these guys, just these 4 dudes were fucking with him. And then he brought Kurt up really quick. Kurt did jokes, and the guys like were fucking with him, and he was saying really funny shit. Thank God it was a white ski trip show. I remember he made some reference like, don't you have to go to your room? The reference like, don't you have to go to your room and wait for Molly Ringwald to call or something like that? Whatever it was, it made sense, like calling them like pretty, because they were like rich kids. And you have to know the story. And then
I don't know the story. I don't know the story.
He brought me up on stage, and then those 4 guys again stood up, and I forget, they said something, and I busted their balls right away, and then they stood up and turned their backs on me. Then I made a reference. I go, did you guys just disrespect me like the Kumite when the guys turned around in Bloodsport? Nobody got it.
Yeah.
And one kid pulled his ass out. And I started making jokes about fucking him for street credit.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm trying to like go with it a little bit and be funny. And he walks backwards to me.
With his ass
just like a
towards
dance
you?
floor show, you know what I mean? Where you're just on the floor with him. And rubbed his ass on my leg.
Oh.
And then I said, and I whispered in his ear.
So we either got to fight or I have to come.
I want to fuck or fight at that point. But I told him, I whispered in his ear out of the microphone. I was like, just do me a favor. Just put your hands on me like one time so I don't lose my money. And he barely heard that and just turned around and did like a weird, like just like a 2-finger shove. And then I hit him with everything I had.
Yeah.
And that was, he didn't get up. I mean, he got up ultimately, but like that was it was like a one-punch fight because he was hammered also.
And this is when Big J's knuckleless gloves were studded.
Yeah.
You were really leaning into it.
I gave everything I had to it. But I remember asking the lady before I hit him, I go, hey, he put his hands on me, so it's like fair game now. I could defend myself, right?
Yeah.
I'll still get paid. And she was like, yeah. And I just hit him. And then his friends like didn't do anything. But I remember looking over at Kurt with Slayers and his legs were crossed. That always made me laugh. I looked over because I was like, here we go. Because I knew if I would hit one, I'm like, there's his three buddies and him are like right in the pocket together. And those guys just didn't do anything. Thank God. Because now that Kurt was just his legs were crossed. I'm like, wow.
It is a white thing. Most of the time, like white guys look at that situation and they process it as like, well, it's a fair fight. You know, Jim asked for it. He went at him with his ass, and that guy said, "I'm going to fight him now." And you know what? No, black people, he would have put his ass on you while you went to go whisper in his ear, "Hey, dude, just put your hands on me." A chair would have flown through the back like a fucking...
A woman would have given birth. There would have been a stripper show, an illegal stripper show in the back of the room.
Two women fighting with babies in their hands.
Dude, do you ever see those NYC underground strip club videos ever?
Like mole people?
No,
strippers?
No. They're NYC underground stripper videos where they have these parties, I guess. Black Lou, I don't mean to sound racist and ask you if you've heard of this before.
But I really have never heard of it.
It's like in Harlem, I get, or one of the boroughs, Brooklyn, something like that. They have these underground parties. There's videos of them of just 15 to 20 strippers, all like ranging. They're all ghetto as shit, but like ranging from like hot to awful.
Yeah.
And just the guys just fuck them nonstop. They suck their dicks. It's like a strip club, but the girls are only fucking. It's the most bizarre thing. I feel like the black culture having so much like machismo and not really into like
gay shit,
gay jokes, especially even. Yeah. But I'm surprised how just every guy's got their dicks out.
Yeah,
it's fucking bizarre.
Yo, Kieran, don't look at my balls.
Yeah, there's really, but you can watch video on any porn site. Look like underground stripper stuff.
They don't. Well, I mean, I don't know. I always think those are fake. Like it's almost like Dancing Bear.
Those are fake.
So it's like a real version of Dancing Bear.
Yeah,
Dancing Pitbull.
But it's not. It's female. Yeah, I got it. Christine, pull one up. It's you got it.
Christine's fingering herself. Everyone.
If you do like underground stripper thing.
Yeah, what site?
Underground strippers.
You know what's great
Atlanta
about
Atlanta or something like
you
that?
can't, like in SiriusXM, you can't sexually harass female like employees because like corporate world. But Christine's your chick, so we can sexually harass her all we want.
Yeah, you can get cockslapped. You don't bring this up.
Yeah, Christine. Jesus Christ.
Go to like X Hamster.
Oh my God.
Free plug.
If that computer was made out of dicks, we know it would be done already.
All over your face. You love it.
Christine, imagine each one of those keys are the tip of a dick. Now her fingers are moving.
There she goes. Look at that. It's like shorthand.
It's like a court stenographer.
You fucking stenographer so fast. Picture the dicks. Picture the dicks. Did you find these them?
Christine jerks off dudes like a courtroom stenographer.
I feel like you made it too difficult.
There we go.
I know we're working in really tight quarters here.
It's okay. I like it. I know Christine likes it too.
No.
Do you fluff yourself and then put the condom on?
No, that's not how it works.
What is this? Is this it?
Yeah, these are things. Yeah, absolutely.
Is this real? I think this is like a different version of Dancing Bear, Jay.
There's 700 guys at these things.
Jay, this is just a different...
It's not, dude. The production is horrific. It's just like video camera.
Yeah, all right. She ain't bad, though.
Skip ahead a bunch.
She ain't bad.
It's just fucking, yeah, I'm telling you, this is just like underground gangbangs.
This looks like your bachelor party.
I've jerked off to them a ton. I can't believe it's happening somewhere, but being a part of it seems very weird to me.
Do I just remember getting blown by a stripper at your bachelor party?
Holding her upside down.
And then turning around and trying to fuck her. And then her mom was like, you gotta, and she was gonna fuck me.
You gotta pay extra for that.
And the mom was like, no, baby, you gotta charge him extra for that. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah. Your mom?
It was her mom. Oh, shit, your mom caught us.
But yeah, these are crazy.
No, this is produced, dude. I'm telling you, this is not real. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Well, it's horribly produced.
Look at those balls.
Gas Digital needs to take over.
Balls are so gross. They really are. Like, how could any chick suck on balls?
Christine, you don't like the look of balls at all.
I mean,
But I feel like you like to look at the whole thing, probably. If you're into, but if you're into, it's part of the thing. They're intimate. Is that what you said?
No, he said. I mean, you're like into it. It's not. I mean, I don't know if they're necessarily like pretty.
Yeah, whatever. You've always told me I had pretty balls. Shut up.
So you beat off to this?
Yeah, not this one particularly, but I mean, yeah, these things before, yeah. Yeah, when you see, especially when there's a white girl at it, you're like, oh man, this girl's down on her luck.
What happened in her life?
Yeah, she's in a real scary situation.
You meet a white chick and you're like, you could have been on top of the world. You could have had anything you wanted.
By the way,
you ended up here.
Black Lou feels the same way.
It's true. It's true. White chicks, dude. I mean, holy fucking shit, dude. If you wanted to own the building that this porno's happening in, you just had to make 3 or 4 different decisions.
3-4 decisions away from owning property in New York,
instead of being fucked by a bunch of fucking
on a pool table.
On a pool table.
Isn't that crazy though? It's just gangbangs.
They
on
all
pool table.
remind me of my father.
Yeah.
Everyone
it's
of
a
these
room
guys.
full of Hector Gomez's.
Yeah.
Let's take our second break. When we come back, I want to watch that Steve Kramer and Pablo Francisco on that morning show. So we'll bring that up as we figure out our technical shit here. We're out in L.A. Louis J. Gomez hanging out. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Crossover. Serge Tankian? Serge Tankian, System of a Down, and Tech Nine. Yeah, Juggalo rap, but he's not in that camp, but he's with them a lot, right?
I think
Tech Nine. I think he's definitely got a Juggalo affiliation.
Yeah, I mean the Juggalos love Tech Nine.
Yeah,
and he's great. He's great, but everyone's got respect for I think Eminem shouts out Tech Nine a lot. Like,
Tech Nine's been around for a long time. He's in a great song I love called The Anthem that Sway and King Tech did. Sway from the Shade 45 morning show.
Yeah, I think it's great. I'm an old school System of a Down fan too, and like it's
we
weird
saw System of a Down together before.
I've seen them like 10 times live. Great band live. But it was when I was into them. I was like a 15-year-old kid, like when they first came out. And I just remember just like I was so into this music, and they're talking about like really deep shit, like
political shit,
genocide, and like fucking.
Yeah, Christine was like, fucking. It was like war cries for her dumb family.
My favorite band. I mean, to this day, I haven't even clicked into Google once. What is the Armenian genocide? I don't care, and I'm sorry to say it. I just can't. I can't even fucking.
I like even the songs that give you a bunch of facts. You just sing along with it. He goes, "The government's making secret wars around the world to fund drug money into the thing that killed the ghettos. They're trying to build up pressure." You just fucking bumping your head and shit. You don't give a fuck what he's talking
Mass
about.
incarceration of the global performance. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever, man.
Blah, blah, blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. Whatever he's talking about, it's awesome.
They're poisoning your fruit. Sure. Yeah, whatever, man.
We will fight the system. We will fight the system. I don't know what they're talking about. It just sounds awesome.
I would hate though between songs and concert. He was too big on that.
Yeah, he was
dumb speech about something.
Yeah. Turn around, give you a middle finger to your government. Like, dude, I'm 14.
It's funny when you go to and like their music and their political shit you just don't care about, or you don't even know what you think about it ultimately. I watched some Rage Against the Machine thing the other day, and he was basically going like, "Fuck Israel," and you're like, all right.
You're against Israel now?
And then he's like, he's like, "Kill it in the name." You're like, "Who gives a shit, man? I'm not here for that." I don't give a shit.
Can you play Guerrilla Radio?
That was a long time ago. There was a concert, Beastie Boys, Rage Against the Machine, somebody else.
Tibetan Freedom Concert? That was what they did for a while.
There was Tibetan Freedom. Then there was one where the proceeds were going to the legal fund.
Remember when that was the worst thing going on? It was like Tibetan Freedom. Like, what?
Yeah, help Tibet.
I felt more comfortable helping Tibet than I do.
Nick Kroll was so funny last night about that. He kept acknowledging that. He goes, "It's chill time though, right? I think everything's pretty chill right now." He goes, "Good news is everything's chill. It's fine. Everything's totally cool. We are going to be all right.
We're going to be all right.
It's the people flipping out that's the whole, we're going to be fine."
Nobody's even flipping out, by the way.
Huh?
Nobody's flipping out.
Sure they are. That's what all this is.
No,
all of this flack and shit going with, be it comedy, movies, entertainers, whatever.
It's two different worlds, though. There is the digital world, right, where it's Facebook, Twitter, social media, and and don't get me wrong, that is slowly merging with the real world, and it's starting to become more important almost, and that your digital profile is becoming who you are, but it's not real, right? So we all have the best looking photo of each other, online. We're all posting the best day. Like when you and Christine get into a fucking fight and you're crying and hitting yourself in the mirror or whatever the fuck happens, I'm sure when you guys get into crazy fights.
Did you fucking tell Lewis crying?
But nobody ever sees that. Nobody ever sees. I got into a fight with Kim recently, and I got to the point where I was screaming and crying in the street, right? What's funny is I'm just like in the middle of the street crying and screaming. She's wearing a Legion of Skank shirt, which is this just fucking recognizable logo.
Yeah.
So like, at one point I stop and I go, "There's people watching me. If there is any Legion of Skanks fan within 3 blocks, they're gonna go right to that logo and then just watch me like a lunatic crying in the street."
You don't understand me. Can you tell me the words you were crying?
I don't even remember.
That'd be so great. Why won't you be supportive? It's never good. I said I really sympathize with the guy. We had the girl that keyed the car. Remember the video of the girl keying the car? I'm losing my mind. You saw that all online.
I lost my mind.
She's keying a guy's car, and then the guy's saying that she's kidnapping him by not letting him.
Let me leave. You're kidnapping me.
You're kidnapping me.
Let me leave. You're kidnapping me.
And it's just like, you like laugh at that so much, like you're kidnapping. What an idiot. I go, but man, how many times I have with Christine where I'm like, I don't want to be touched at all right now, doing that game. And she'll be like, come on. I go, you're assaulting me.
Stop touching me.
Yeah.
Did you put your hands on me? Did you just put your hands on me?
I can't put my hands on you, but you can put your hands on me.
Dude, one time we got to fight, me and Kim, and she threw a jacket at me, but the zipper hit me in the corner of my eye. and I mean this, I throw it in her face 3 times a week. About how she assaulted me. She hit me with metal.
Dude, Christine,
because if that was me though, if the roles were reversed and I fucking flicked the fucking jacket in her face violently and it caught her in her fucking dumb eye, it'd be a whole story. But I gotta be a man. I gotta man up and take a metal to the eye.
Christine threw a mason jar full of weed against the wall one day, shattered glass and weed everywhere, and my reaction was like, well, who the hell does that help? Who's that shitty for? Everybody now. It's shitty for everyone involved.
Did you still smoke the weed with the glass in it?
We did.
Did we?
Did we?
I threw that.
That's why you can't come, dude. You're smoking glass weed.
Is that why I'm growing dots?
You're fucking inhaling glass.
It's coming through my pores now. Is that glass coming out of my pores?
Shit.
How poor were we?
Well, here's the thing. You figure you're not technically smoking because you're not burning the glass. And if you put it in a bong, right, it would technically, if the glass came through, it would be filtered through the water. There's no way it would get up into your lungs, right?
You're not supposed to say right with a question mark after that. I'm looking at you like you're a professor. I'm like, well, Lewis seems to know what he's talking about here. Melted glass in your throat probably isn't a thing that could happen.
Impossible. If anybody knows, if you could, how bad of trouble you can get in for inhaling glass.
844 Comedy 9. If you know the answer to that.
This was an episode of Oz that I watched.
Dropping glass. Well, that's, dude, that could happen to people. I've heard a story. There's a story of someone who snorted glass. Fucked their, huh?
That's different.
Snorting glass, yeah.
From smash, like some glass breaking in cocaine. And you're like, well, we're not letting this cocaine go.
Yeah.
Cocaine must be so awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
It's not. Every time, here's the thing. I had a real secret coke problem for a couple of years there. And
within our friendship.
Oh, yeah. Where people just didn't know. There was times I was doing it alone. There was like a year of Legion of Skanks where I was on coke almost every episode.
You're not currently?
No.
Oh, okay.
You thought that was going on with me now?
No. But,
yeah, I would... Sorry, excuse me. I need to take a break.
No, DJ Lou's this year's cokehead.
But by the way, also, if you're into cocaine, like you'll see these ads on the subway where it's like, do you have a coke problem? And then they show like really high def images of coke, like close up, and you see it, and it's like when you watch a cowboy smoke a cigarette, you're like, I just need some of that right now.
The Marlboro Man.
Yeah, dude.
How bad was your secret coke problem? Every day?
Yeah, not every day, but close. Yeah, it was a lot.
For what purpose?
Just in a fucked up place. It was after me and B like officially like really ended things.
Yeah.
And it was just weird, dude. And I would just do it alone.
I mean, I do know the one time you were I only know you were doing it one time because it was just hilarious that you kept vanishing. Every time you come back and sit down, you're like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" I go, "Oh man, just sitting here talking to some of the fans." Like, gotta piss. And then like a fan would be like, "Lewis, I'm a big fan." He goes, "You want to go with me while I piss?"
Yeah, it was.
Everyone just kept leaving, going to a hotel room, and I was just sitting by a pool, going, "All right."
But I didn't like it. Even it was bizarre. Like you just sit there, kind of like angry, like. I'm not really talkative. I'm not like partying. I'm just doing a lot of coke real quick. It was fucked up. It was very bizarre.
Christine says it was great. I mean, she had to stop, obviously. So, I mean, not great enough that you're like, I'll play through. But I mean, I don't know.
It was great when I didn't want to think about anything else.
If you don't think about it, oh, of course. Yeah. But I mean, like, it's just such a short-lived thing, isn't it? Jacob, you've never done coke before, right?
No, I never have.
Black Lou?
I had the opportunity once.
What happened? You didn't want to do it off
the
the
opportunity anytime Justin Silver goes into your studio. Once.
I mean, with a girl. She was a waitress at the restaurant I worked at. But man, I lived a lily white existence, and yeah.
Is there like a moment where you felt like the devil was like tapping on the shoulder? She's like, "Do you want to do some cocaine?"
She taps on her belly button above her bush. You want to do a little cocaine? The best thing ever when people ask me in San Fran, when people ask me in Fenoya and San Fran if we wanted to do, they go, "Do you guys do blow cane?" I was like, wow, you people are hand-offs.
And I've never been offered more cocaine than when I was in Tampa.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Well, I also do it like
a real guy in a bowling shirt offering you coke. Place.
Somebody pointed this out to me because I have like a 10-minute bit about doing cocaine in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And that like, because I end my act with it. So that's the last thing people hear is this big, long bit. So if anybody has coke, they're like, "Dude, you want some coke?" You sound like you love it.
It sounds like it's really your thing.
It sounds like it is 1/5 of your life.
But you didn't get to like, let's dance, let's fight, let's something. It didn't amp you up?
No, I do it by myself most of the time.
And what did it make better?
Nothing.
Really?
It was just fucking, it was very bizarre. I can't even explain to you why I wanted to do it.
You know, if you take like a pain pill, like it makes you feel like happier.
No, this would make me grind my teeth and kind of just be anxious.
So why were you doing it?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know why I was addicted to it. I don't know why I kept on doing it.
So how'd you get off? Just stop one day?
I also just seen a therapist, and then, as soon as I ended up getting on other medication for other shit that I have, and as soon as
why are you going the CDS Coke? Here's some prescription Coke. He goes, "Coke, dude? Pussy shit. Speed, dog. That's where it's at."
Well, you
want a fucking penny board from Harlem to Ground Zero and back? Well, then guess what, buddy? Have I got fun for you?
Well, it was weird because
Ritalin.
I started seeing a therapist, and I got on a couple different medications that I was trying out, and I just whatever it was, I just didn't have any urge to, and I never did it again.
Yeah,
I just never did it again. It's been a few years now.
I've never even been like wholly tempted, other than the 2 times I did it.
Yeah,
I tried it. The one that was my bachelor party. I'm gonna tell you, the nightmare of that was I was drunk, enjoying myself, sobered me up immediately. I only did one line, sobered me up immediately, and then I was just up, and everybody else passed out at your place. It's just like Haley Boyle hanging around.
Oh my God,
I didn't take it because I was always afraid.
Haley Boyle, what?
I didn't take it also because I don't want to take a drug that I think I'm gonna have a bad personality with. Like
I don't know. It probably will. Yeah,
who takes coke? They just look like assholes to me. Not all, but I think I would turn into one.
I've had fans on coke that have like apologized afterwards. I don't take anything from, I try to like be gracious still no matter what, obviously. But yeah, when they're like, mile a minute thing, you're like, okay, buddy.
I think a lot more people do coke casually than you think, you wouldn't even know, where they just take a little bump, a line, and they're just up, and it gives them sort of like, they're upbeat or whatever. That's what it's really supposed to do. Like, people that are doing that much, they're fucking...
Christine said it's always, but then the whole night, but the first time you do it, the rest of the night becomes about, like, we got to make sure we have enough
kind
to
of.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's Christine's scariest addictive quality, if we ever do anything, it's like recreational drug wise, she needs to have some still. Like a side.
This
Are
was
you
the
that
first
way too?
time, sort of. Yeah.
You and Christine have so many. I mean, that's probably why you guys work well together. It's probably why you guys work well together. You have so much overlap in personality stuff, but it's a big deal to her to make sure that she doesn't go home without a little bit, just to be like, before I'm done the night, like I need to make sure.
I don't like not having what I want to have when I want to have it. So just in general, there's not many things that weed is like one of them, right? But this is the first time I came to LA, and I didn't have this overwhelming need to go to a head shop and make sure I have weed on me. It's the novelty's worn off of it being legal recreationally out here. So that I don't really give a fuck about. And it's also so readily available that I haven't really had a need. I always have a vape pen on me now as well because I smoked honey, but it's just not the same type of thing. Like I used to be way more, I still haven't gone to a head shop or a dispensary on the strip yet. So maybe I'm growing up a little bit, but yeah, I'm the same way. When I get to a city, I like to make sure I have the weed already set up. I started flying with weed though.
Yeah. Lou, where do you like to do coke off of?
This console.
No, I was giving you out there. You're going to whack the, off your pussy.
Oh, fuck.
It's okay. Pussy. We don't have no eye contact. One more. Where do you do that coke off of?
I wish I was licking this off your pussy.
Still funny. Let's take our last break. So when we come back, we go watch this Pablo Francisco, Steve Kramer video on this morning show. Apparently it goes just high speed. All this coke talk. I think this is the right way to take it home. We're hanging out with Luis J. Gomez. Going to be at La Jolla tomorrow night at the, what's the Comedy Store, right? The Comedy Store in La Jolla. That is tomorrow night, Thursday, October 18th at 8 p.m. Get tickets for that. And the entire, and tickets for all of Luis's tour dates at Luis J. Gomez presents LuisJGomez.com. Make sure you check it out. He's getting ready to do his special. He's gearing up. He's taking it around the country one time before he records it. So make sure you get there. It's really great. I got to watch him work out a lot of it. So I'm excited to see it keep growing. And it's going to be fucking great, man. So make sure you check that out. Luis J. Gomez presents LuisJGomez.com. I'm going to be in Edmonton this weekend, tomorrow. Canada, if you're listening, and I fucking know you are. Come check me out at the Comic Strip in Edmonton. Got a bunch of dates coming up. All Things Comedy Fest next weekend in Phoenix, Arizona. Goddamn Comedy Jam. 2 theater shows we're doing with Ari Shafir, Brendan Schaub, Brian Callen, and me. It's going to be a lot of fun out there. And a bunch of other dates coming up. Minneapolis coming to you very soon, first weekend in November, with Josh Adam Meyer is going to be out there with me. So it's going to be a fun weekend. Tickets for everything at bigjcomedy.com. Make sure you listen to me and Lewis on Legion of Skanks with our brother Dave Smith. We are out here. And tonight, if you're listening and you're in Los Angeles, 2 more podcasts. We're doing 2 live podcasts in the Belly Room tonight, 8 p.m., 10:30 p.m. in the Belly Room. I think there's only about 12 tickets left, last I saw, for each show. So it's a small room, make sure if you guys want to get tickets and come out to see Legion of Skanks record live tonight at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room. Get tickets for that ASAP. 8 o'clock, 10:30 show. We'll be right back and bring this bitch home. It's Bonfire. In many bedrooms, bedtime is complicated, especially as the weather begins to cool. While one person sleeps soundly, the other is either feeling freezing or way too hot. You know what I gotta say? I talk a lot of smack in these commercials about Christine, but quite honestly, our sleeping, we are very compatible in that way. We both like it freezing cold, comfy sheets, big blanket. Boll & Branch, the makers of the world's most comfortable sheets, loved by 3 U.S. presidents, are now offering their luxury flannel bedding for a limited time at bollandbranch.com. They're unbelievably soft, warm, and breathable, so everyone stays the right temperature. The flannel sheets come in 14 stunning patterns and colors, which is great. That wasn't always the case. Boll & Branch was going bold colors for a while. Now they got patterns and colors, so you're guaranteed to find a style you love. Plus, you can try them for 30 nights risk-free. That's what they stamp on right there. You can use it for 30 nights, risk-free. Send them back, get your money back if they're not the best sheets you've ever had. Don't wait, though. Last year, the flannel sheets sold out in just a few weeks. So go to bollandbranch.com today for $50 off your first set of sheets, plus free shipping with promo code Bonfire. Again, that's $50 off plus free shipping right now at bollandbranch.com, promo code Bonfire. bollandbranch.com, spelled B-O-L-L and branch.com, promo code Bonfire.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
We're back for our final segment in L.A. this trip.
Why don't we move to L.A., Jay?
I'd have to wait till Isabella's 18, but
you're considerate, huh?
If Isabella's discussed possibly wanting to go to UCLA, so really make it very easy.
Yeah, because I would have to.
Very easy decision.
I'd have to buy out my son's mother. I have to literally tell her, here's money to let me leave forever. No, I'm kidding. I'd have to pay for her to come out here with him, and I have to I'd have to convince her financially and be like, hey, I'm going to give you enough money to set yourself up out here. Because she doesn't that's the thing that I have to deal with. I have a 5-year-old
so much younger.
Yeah. It's so there's no leaving.
Isabella's 2 years or less from going to college if she's going to go right away.
Yeah, I love LA though. I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I love parts of it. I love where I stay and the surrounding of that kind of. But I don't know if another part of it, But that happened to me with New York too. When I moved there, I was when I moved to Astoria, I was I know Astoria. I get it now. Do you know what I mean? This is my place.
Queens fucking sucks.
And then Middle Village, I thought was the best fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
I loved it over there. I still do like the idea of what that was.
You're just you have a thing where I think.
But now, in East Village, I couldn't picture even other parts of the city. I'm why would we do that when East Village is so convenient to so much?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you just get comfortable in your own patterns and you don't want to change them.
That's right. I do hate changing them. Yeah. Why am I paying for this, Louis? Your drugstore therapy today has been fantastic. I wish you said the other thing on air. So it was
what did I say?
The break when I was talking about. You said chicks really don't care.
Oh yeah, chicks don't give a fuck what you look like. They really don't. Because we were talking about how I was saying I have a little dick and a fat ass. I made a comment.
Well, you said about being in a steam room and walking around with who gives a shit. And I was I would hate it. I'd be thinking about it the whole time.
But the chick just cares. She doesn't care about the guy who has a little dick and fat ass. That doesn't, or big dick and nice ass. None of that really matters as much. It's just the guy who walks around like he's got a big dick and a nice ass. It's an attitude that you have. And then you were saying that
Christine said when she first saw me, her and another friend of hers or something said I walk around and goes, I bet Jay's got a big old dick. But it's because she saw me do comedy. And then me, the human being, is you hate my little dick. I know you do.
Yeah, but nobody wants
that.
But
you said though.
No, because you said that if your dot disease started coming more into fruition, Christine said it wouldn't matter and she would just continue to fuck you. And you're I don't think that's true. And the reality is, no, not with that attitude.
You said a weird crying cheetah boy.
Yeah, you're fucking crying with dots all over your body. Oh, nobody likes me. It's ew. Of course nobody likes that guy. Dude. But if you just own it, you ever see models, redheaded models with crazy amounts of freckles, really thick
I think
freckles?
about those people all the time, or the people that are skins turning, they're like cows. They're
yeah.
They're pink and brown.
And I'm like, ew. But some people think they're beautiful.
It makes me so shitty about, you couldn't even say it with a straight face. It makes me feel shitty, but last night at the deli we went to, there was a kid who was covered in
that shit.
Covered. His face was like that, but with acne, all over. And he was just also had a goofy jawline. Everything about his redhead. It was all bad. I really feel bad because I have to stare at a person like that to look to Christine and be like, I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
And then I feel really shitty. I'm like, that guy's probably never going to pull it together. There's no nothing. That guy, nobody might ever fuck that guy. Or it's going to be something that he has to be oh, I guess I will fuck this.
Yeah, person. But it's I'm telling you, man, there are fucking, you look at
confidence is huge.
Seal.
Yeah.
He's
Heidi Klum, yeah.
He's an ugly man.
Yeah.
He's legitimately.
If he was a janitor, he wouldn't get a lot of pussy.
I think that if he's singing like this, even if he's a janitor, I think he's singing some pussy.
Well, I want to see you show confidence. Christine, can we watch this video of we've been teasing it, and we only have 15 more minutes. Show flew by, Louis.
I know, that's what happens. We're brothers, doggy.
Hell yeah.
Listen to Legion of Skanks. If you guys don't, if you're in a car right now, you're like, oh, we like these guys.
That's right. If you don't listen to Legion of Skanks, you're a doofus.
That's Most offensive podcast on earth.
Most offensive podcast on earth.
Can't get in trouble if we beg for it. If we beg for it, we can't get in trouble.
Self-proclaimed 6 years running. Well, there's that one comic who reaches out once a month.
There's a comic.
I will destroy you.
There's a comic who hates us and posts regularly about how he wants to destroy the Legion of Skanks. And it's just funny because
we ruined his life.
I think this is a big deal in his life. I haven't thought about him once since.
Well, yeah. Well, I've told the story several times. I think it's interesting that he backed down from his own point and said we destroyed his life somehow. But this is Pablo Francisco
and Steve Kramer on Good Day.
Steve Kramer live on Good Day. And from what I understand, prepare for the Coke energy. How long is the clip?
It's a long one.
Yeah.
All right, comedian Pablo Francisco brings his amazing impressions and hilarious spoofing to Central Florida, and he has a guest with him.
He's joining us right now.
Dude, morning show energy is the fucking worst.
Steve Kramer, they perform often together. You guys have known each other for 15 years,
15
right?
15 years. We decided to get together and goof it off and make fun of everybody. So we decided that why not do it here at the Orlando.
Look at their faces when they're not talking. Just like...
I can't fucking wait to talk, man. I can't wait to talk.
Is he done yet? Go ahead, play it. We'll be putting this at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
It's a combination of animation and comedy, so it all works out together. So we're gonna do something here for you real quick. Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
I just love to have, to get down with the maids, but right now I like to give massages. So I'm giving massages to my favorite celebrity friends. Here we go. Gilbert Gottfried, give you a massage. Come on, let's do it.
Let's role play. You be Matt Damon. I'll be Ben Affleck.
Regis Philbin, get in here. Come on.
Kelvin, is that you? I'm gonna need some preparation.
Okay, get over here. Crocodile Hunter, come on, let's do it.
Look at this guy. Yeah, he's got some big, strong arms. Yeah.
There you go. Hey, what's going on here? Al Pacino, do it. Come on.
Every movie I play the same character. Only difference is how many times I snap my fingers.
Oh, John Travolta, come on.
Honestly, God, I don't know. I don't believe it.
Hey, we just got back from the beach. How do my hands feel, huh?
Shandy.
Okay, let's keep on going with that one.
Arnold Schwarzenegger giving Ozzy Osbourne a massage. Arnold Schwarzenegger giving Mark Wahlberg a massage.
Hey, man. What's the deal, man? You feeling good, man? What's going on, man?
Arnold Schwarzenegger giving Sylvester Stallone a massage.
You go and do that. You better do the right. Okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger making love to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, so come to the show. 2 shows a night.
Holy shit. That was rapid fire. Some good impressions.
That's what they do. That's the
plenty of okay ones.
Yeah, I don't even have a problem with guys doing impressions. It's I don't
have a problem with that at all.
It's guys that are doing magical comedy, guys that do puppets. Like it's a style of comedy, and fine, that people want to see it. But it's just so lazy. Like you're not even formulating anything creative. You're not you're just going. It's them giving them a massage, and you get to just rotate through the different easy, hacky impressions.
Well, that's the thing about impressions comedy. It has to be delivered. To be respected at all, it's got to be delivered in such a way that's not the same old. My favorite I ever heard was, I had a dream last night, people, and I worked at a Burger King, and the whole staff was crazy. It was Homer Simpson on fries, and somebody else I do an impression of working the drive-through, Sylvester Stallone on the thing. But it's like there really are 16 impressions.
Who's your best impression, Jay?
My best?
Your best. Your absolute best.
I don't have any that I'm really good at.
You're pretty good. You do some good ones. You do a decent dice.
My dice is okay. Yeah.
Who would you say is your absolute best?
I'm so bad when I'm called on them, though. When I do them, my dice is okay. You know what's funny? I think I'm doing good on several of them, and then I hear it back, and it's not what I heard in my head.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I can do Ja Rule.
Because everybody sounds just like you.
Because I just kind of.
Hi, I'm Ja Rule.
The clothes you wear, the bum 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 bum. Cause I'm real.
Yep.
Pass that bong, let me get that Breve latte.
Doop. Soder's got so many good ones.
Man. Yeah, Soder's good.
Dangerfield's fucking great. I'll tell you, though, the word down the street about his Dr. Phil impression, Lou. I thought he would have it ready. The girl who called in, the girl who keyed the car, who called into the show.
Yeah.
That was
ready to go on the Dr. Phil show. And Soder goes, "Oh, you're going on Dr. Phil. That's what." She goes, "Whoever did that Dr. Phil impression, that was trash."
That was trash.
Say it again.
That was trash.
That was trash.
And then Dan was really just
hurt by it.
Shut him off to her for sure. Because one, it's a good impression.
Yeah.
And two, she was just being, it was just a weird, like out of nowhere. It was the first aggressive thing she said the whole time.
Yeah.
Her story just got very real on us.
I can do DMX.
Yeah.
I can do scraggly rappers.
That makes sense to me.
What you niggas want?
We used to do the Mark Wahlberg goes, "Yo, we gotta go outside because there's some fucking robot cuz, and they're getting pretty fucking angry."
It's pretty good.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
I'm just left of good on a lot of them.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think you can just do Ja Rule and DMX.
That's it. We have to play on this again because I want you to see.
I was looking.
Honestly, okay.
Start watching their faces now, Lewis, because this is what you see.
For you guys to do this all the time. I mean, do you work out? Do you have to
sometimes.
build up your stamina for this?
I sleep all day. He goes to Starbucks. He goes there where they get that little tiny drink, just little tiny little cappuccino, then drinks it here. But,
Oh my God.
other than that, we'll exercise and go out and get a little crazy. But other than that,
We're in good hands with Allstate. With Allstate Stand, that's right. Your Decepticons and Transformers usually become a liability with Allstate. That's right. Sometimes you get a DUI and your car gets up and runs away. Well, do I got a monkey's butt right there?
What are some of the more bizarre? Do you Celine Dion?
I used to do. Celine Dion has a big head. Come on, baby. How are you? No matter what seat you get a good seat. Come on, he's a big head. Come on, you know it changed my life. He's incredible.
It's like I said, it's like someone broke something.
We both do a lot.
That was trash.
Like I do, like I make fun of Eddie Vedder, like when he first came out with some of his music, and you couldn't really understand.
Buckle up, Lou.
Something about a pillow made of concrete.
That was trash.
He could have been singing about Spanish for all you know.
The problem, that's it with impressions. The problem with impressions are they're just not like. With the impression's not anything funny.
Yeah.
Because that could just be Spanish for all you know, and then just do that same. And I'll say it with you, Lou. Not good Pearl Jam impression. That's not a good.
That wasn't good.
Vedder impression at all.
Yeah, I was rooting for him, but he didn't have it.
No, but it's just this rapid fire, jaw twitching.
Yeah. What it is it's almost like offensive. Because what you're doing is you're making noises and you're going, look, I can make these idiots laugh just by making noises. There's no context. There's nothing there that's actually funny. It's just a noise. And if you can do that, I mean, like I said, it's real. It's a real fucking thing, but it's the equivalent of a fart. It's the equivalent of a 5-year-old laughing at a fart. When you kind of...
Oh my God.
Christine, bring up his Pablo Francisco's meltdown again. To be caught in a loop, a psychological loop that makes you keep going, okay, I can get it back. This summer, Arnold Schwarzenegger, get down. Okay, fuck that. I can get you guys back. This summer. Like, he actually gets stuck in a fucking actual loop.
No, don't worry. Don't go, please. Don't stay here, okay? But
I'm gonna jump like way ahead.
no, I said stay here right now. Let's go, okay?
It goes batshit.
Okay. Don't make you out right now. I'm gonna stay right here right now. No one's gonna fucking leave, right?
Somebody said he's on crack or meth or something.
Some confidence right now. What's that, sir? All right, we got this. Oh yeah. Need some confidence and shit. Yes, sir. All right, now we got some people on my side, right, Steve?
This Steve guy's standing on stage with him.
Of course, because he has to stand next to him, because if he doesn't support him, it's over.
I'm telling you, watch this Sacramento show if you want to see. It's just like it's a real stay off drugs. I mean, at one point he's performing for 5 or 6 minutes with no cord in the microphone.
Yeah,
because he knocked it out and couldn't process that Steve guy was trying to hand it to him. He left in a stretcher that night, man. It's fucking. Yeah, that's a lot of drugs.
He's gonna die. Yeah, he should be the next on like the list of like to watch.
Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool. Comedian Deadpool. Is there a comedian Deadpool?
Said it was Dennis Hoff today. That's who went today.
I know.
The owner of the Bunny Ranch.
Yeah.
What a loss for dudes who like whores.
Yeah,
who runs the business now?
That other old bitch?
Gas Digital.
The madam? Ralph Sutton.
Oh, the lady. Yeah, the lady who collects the money.
Probably, right?
What if she's like a violent... If it turns out he was the only thing keeping her from being super violent with the girls. Like right now he's dead. She goes, all right, everyone bend over, and starts burning them with hangers and shit with her initials.
Yeah, I remember they were like auctioning off a virgin.
Yeah.
When I was there. And
that's right. Yeah, you went there. You and Ralph went there.
Me and the chick
broadcast.
We hit it off. And she sneaked me into rooms and make out with me.
Really?
Yeah. I was fucked up. And she was like, I don't want to do this. I was like, I can't save you. Goodbye.
You made out with her and she goes, I can't do anything for you.
What am I supposed to do? You think I'm going to buy your virginity and take you home with me or something? You're sorry, lady. I got comps.
You know what's funny? As soon as you leave, she was like, fuck, another one didn't buy it. And then she grabs another. She goes, please save me and get me out of here.
I'm a tortured virgin. That's just Janice. She's doing the whole tortured virgin thing, isn't she?
He goes,
she cleans the fuck up,
Lewis,
dude.
what are you doing? What are you running out of here so fast for? He goes, nothing. Why? He goes, did Janice tell you that she was a virgin? She wanted you to save her. It's all part of her. Janice, get out. She goes, sorry, Lewis. I know it's a work, but I do it to everybody. I was getting ready to go rob that gas station across the street to get money to get us out of here. I know. It's why. I'm sorry.
I killed 2 security guards.
He goes, I silently broke the necks of... I stealth killed 4 people in this building.
Well, I guess I'm not going to need the silencer pistol here.
You got fucking vents in your pockets. So you're climbing through the systems. It's fucking get me out of here, please. Did she say she was nervous and didn't want to do it?
Yeah, she said it was because
do you think he talked her into it?
Her house burnt down, and she had read about another chick who auctioned off her virginity for $3 million. But the girl who auctioned off her virginity for $3 million was a gorgeous 18-year-old Russian.
That was also
tiny,
at the Bunny
petite.
Ranch.
No. This was in Europe.
Okay.
This chick was a fucking 6.
Really?
Yeah, she wasn't that great. And
hey,
yeah,
I'm a virgin.
It's she's they're auctioning. It's imagine they're trying to auction off
Daria,
7-Eleven donuts. Yeah, they're fine, but it's what are we doing here?
Yeah, there's a donut pub right down the street.
Yeah, you're acting like these are the fucking creme de la creme of donuts. These are
the whole crew of girls there ranges. Just like those New York, New York underground parties we were watching before. There's some smoking crazy hot ones, and then there's some that are just real dumpy.
We interviewed a lot of them, and the girls that cleaned up, it wasn't even the gorgeous girls that cleaned up.
Right, I believe that.
It was the girls who knew the sale. It was sales. They went through the entire sales process. They introduce you. They come out in a line. They introduce you. They smile. They shake hands. Imagine they're just selling cars. It's the same process. They come out. Hey, how are you doing today, sir? And then what happens is they take you on a tour. You pick the girl that you like, and they take you on a tour of the entire Bunny Ranch and the different rooms and things you can do. And what they're doing is they're talking to you the whole time. The same exact process in any sale. They're, hey, where are you from? What's going on? What are you looking for? And what you're doing is you're gathering information so you can now stack up and make as much money and customize this sale for them, whether it's a car, pussy, or whatever it is you're selling. And then they go in and they say, well, let's sit down, and they go through a close, and you agree on this, and you agree on the money, and maybe you reject that idea, and then they try to upsell you, and they take you through an entire fucking sales process, and you give them money. And the women who understood the sales process and did way better.
I also think maybe a less good-looking girl in some way. I don't think it would be as uncommon as you'd think. I think I would almost feel that same way. Before I swung for the holy shit.
Because you think she's used?
Obviously best-looking one.
Because you think she's got jizz all up inside of her?
No, not as much as that, as I would just think I try to find the girl that least would feel in my mind at least, oh, this is work, and would it be yeah, I'll fuck this guy.
Stop.
Huh?
Stop.
Stop what?
It's your fucking crying leopard boy all over again.
No.
Just stop. I'll fuck the hooker. You're letting some hooker get in your head?
No.
You're worried about it being work for her? She's a hooker.
It's supposed to be work for her?
It's supposed to be work for her.
I don't like fucking someone who feels like it's work for her.
I don't have a problem with hookers. I think prostitution should be legal, but fuck you, hooker.
I think it should be legal too.
I'm not going to feel bad for you. You chose this job. You chose this life.
Well, it's one way to view it.
No, like a legal capacity? No, like I feel bad for hookers, like streetwalkers or, girls that like are, in a hotel room somewhere where it's not legal because you don't know what the parameters getting them there. Those girls are sexually assaulted. They're like, why wouldn't guys rape hookers? I mean, I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying like how
good disclaimer.
How is it one out of like, do you think about how many times you got a rub and tug and they're like, okay, pay me now. And you're like, why wouldn't dudes go like, no? And
it probably happens a lot more than you think.
I know, because it's not legal and you can't do anything. This hooker can't go call the cops.
But also, there's I have somebody who I think goes to a place there's not really the make a fucking scene in there. A lot of people guys probably want to dip in and out. You know what I mean?
I have a friend, I won't say his name. It's a comic who didn't pay the tip after a rub and tug.
Yeah.
It's just fucking, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Balls in your court, Colin Quinn. I'm joking. Lewis, thank you so much for hanging out, man. We're past our time. That was it, man.
We're done?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow.
Louis J. Gomez, tomorrow night, the Comedy Store in La Jolla. That is La Jolla Comedy Store. That is tomorrow, Thursday, April 18th at 8 p.m. And you can get tickets for that show if you're in the area, the San Diego area, La Jolla area, LA area. Get down there and see the show tomorrow. Or if you're anywhere else in the country, Louis is probably coming to you. You can find tickets for all the shows at Louis J. Gomez presents LouisJGomez.com. Again, Louis J. Gomez presents LouisJGomez.com. Dan Soder going to be in San Diego this weekend at the American Comedy Company. That's Friday and Saturday only. So look at that. You get to stack your weekend. You get a little Louis on Thursday. You get your Danny Sodes on Friday or Saturday. For tickets and all their tour dates, visit dansoder.com. We'll have Dan back for at least the Lost Tapes next week, I think. So, but we miss him while he's doing his Billions thing. But he'll be back with us soon, everybody. Have no fear. I'm going to be in Edmonton, Canada tomorrow through Saturday. Come out. 5 shows. I know the Skank fans, the Bonfire fans are out there. Come check it out. After that, I'm going to be in Phoenix, Arizona at All Things Comedy Festival. That's October 26th and 27th, Friday and Saturday only. Get tickets at bigjcomedy.com for that and all my shit. And again, set your DVRs. Set a reminder. If you have Netflix, my special coming out as part of the Degenerates, Tuesday, October 30th. That's Halloween Eve. And make sure you check that out. New album, still available. Crowdwork Sessions Volume 2. I promised myself I wouldn't ask. And we'll catch you guys next week. We have a great Lost Tapes with Tim Dillon we have coming out tomorrow. And we'll see you guys on the other side. Crackle, crackle, motherfuckers.